Hey guys, Frosty here and welcome. So today I'm bringing you a more detailed workshop guide, okay? Now we'll go into what I mean by that in a moment. But before we get into it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, guys, and that like button. The support is much appreciated. Right, well, after my last 1.5.9 workshop video and my 1.5.10, I think there was a little confusion of what I think majority of people got it, but I just wanted to be a bit more precise here now about what green meant. So in my last one, it was whatever was the most profitablest in that settlement was green, second was amber, and the worst profitable was red. Okay, now I've done things a little different. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the list review now, and then I'm going to go over a few other things as well then, which you've got to watch out for. And then the list then will come up as before with music behind it and everything like that, and you can just, copy to your heart's content, okay? So let's go over the list, guys, and we'll go for it. Right then, guys, as you can see by it's pretty much self-explanatory, okay? Anything making in between 100 and 200 will go in that column, 200 and 250 will in that column, etc., all the way up, okay? Now, next time you see these now, it'll all be filled in. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to explain to you how I test it, alright, so you get a better idea how I come to the conclusion that I do with the workshops. And I'm going to go over one or two little things that you should be looking out for before buying a workshop in a settlement anyway, okay? So at least you've had a bit of a look at it now, get a bit of explain, so yeah, you should get that. Right, deal there. Okay, so basically that's all I do, guys, is I'll buy 3 workshops. Okay, and then what I'll do, I'll test them in over 21 days, okay? So it's 21 days pretty much, say, in a season here. So call it a month, it's 4 months in a year. So it's 84 days in a year. So I'll test each one over a 21-day period, and I'll just mix and match it, to see what's going on. Now, I was pretty shocked to find out that bits of it have changed since the last workshop guide I'd done, and I think it's because they're working on workshops in this. Okay, so there is a few changes, not majorly, but there is a few changes. Okay. Now, like I said, with the workshops, guys, I've tested them up to 21 days. As soon as it hits that 21 days, I pause, write down the results, reload the game, then go up to the other settlement and do exactly the same there, okay? So that's all I can do. Now, over 21 days, if they're not making no money over 21 days, I might switch it out and just put something random in it just to see, okay? And so trying to get as much money out of that settlement as I possibly can. So that's the best I can really do. Now, things you got to look out for before you buy a workshop, okay? Now, a few people have written in, well, I'm not making any decent money in this settlement, blah, blah, this, blah, blah, okay? Now, one of the few reasons that may be, before you buy a workshop in a settlement, make sure the villagers ain't getting sacked. Okay, guys, because the primary produce end will not be going into that settlement, which means the workshops will not be getting what they need, which means they're not going to be producing what they produce. Okay. Also, say if we take Orca by here now, okay, we got clay by here now. So if you go to buy a pottery shop in Orca, right? I think, all right, then, yeah. Now, don't forget now, they're going to be taking this produce in, right? So every major settlement got a castle adjoined to that settlement, and that castle got a village. That village then will be producing whatever it produces, but the village connected to that castle will not be going to the castle, it'll be going to its nearest settlement. Okay, so if you think, oh yeah, I'll go and buy a pottery shop in here, okay, because I know they're getting clay. It doesn't work like that if the Southern Empire has taken over the castle, okay? If they've taken over the castle, that produce then will be going to the nearest Southern Empire settlements. So you're not going to have any clay in there then, okay? So just little things like that, make sure you watch out for. So if I say, for instance, go over here, let's have a look, good example. Go over to Charis. Right, buy olives in here, okay, buy an olive press, right, you got one olive primary production, buy an olive, look, and you got another one then connected to that castle, and that castle's connected to Charis, so that settlement, the produce from this village will be going to Charis. So if I say, oh, you're making 200 to 300 a day of olives in here, and then you go to buy an olive press in here, and you think, oh, well, how come I'm only making 50? But double check that like the Western Empire or Azerai or anyone hasn't taken over the castle, because they'll be getting the settlement, okay? The produce, okay? So it's just little things like that, guys, watch out for. Now, there is also inflation in this game. Okay, so that means things will be getting more expensive, okay? As the game progresses, things will become more dearer. So if you buy something that's, say in my list is only making, say, 50 to 100 a day, say late game, it could be making, say, 150 to 200 a day. So it doesn't mean that what I'm putting down here now is the final situation. Do you get what I mean? It's not the final, oh, that's how much you'll be making and that's it. That doesn't mean that at all. This game is mad. It changes all the time. So I can only give you the results that I have got from my experience, from my testing, okay? So the same with profitablest workshops as well. You never know. I could say like the wool weavery in here, or say for instance, the tannery in here, which I found on my testing was one of the most, you know, they were making between 400 or 500 a day. You know what I mean? Tannery, food, more settlements were making really good money. But further on in the game, then, they were making that little bit less money. Do you get what I mean? It kind of rounded itself off. So I can give you a rough estimate. I can't give you a guarantee, okay? So with that out of the way, guys, here comes the list. I hope it helps you guys. And like I said, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I worked on this for a whole week, and it's done my Sweden, okay? So I hope this helps, guys, and I'll see you soon. There we are, guys. I hope that becomes a bit more apparent now to, you know, than my other videos, so I hope that for the ones out there who didn't really get it, you get a bit more of an understanding now about what I mean, okay? So I hope this has helped you guys, and like I say, you know, if you have any questions or anything, don't forget to leave in the comments down below. I'll be more than happy to answer them. And yeah, I'll see you all soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe, and as always, keep it frosty.